What's good, y'all, man? We're back again with another video, and today we are here to do the top 10 shooting guard list. Now, listen, this list is not going to be as deciding as the point guard list because I feel like this position is very top heavy. Like, the bottom half is kind of weird. It's kind of some odd names going to be down there. Not to say that they're not good players, but like the top is so crazy. Top is all top 15 guys in the league, and then the bottom is like you might not even be top 20, but you're still, top 50, but you're still a good player. So it's a very wide range of players on this list. But I still feel like this is a cool position in the league, and I feel like the top three is a legit debate. I think all three guys have a legit debate. So before we get into this video, make sure you like and subscribe, share with your friends. We're going through every single position. Then at the end of the positions, we are going to do the top 50 players in the NBA, and that will be the longest video on this channel. So make sure you like and subscribe so you can be able to see that. Other than that, let's get straight into this video.
At number 10, I'm going to start from the bottom this time because it wasn't as hard as the last one. Number 10 is Dyson Daniels. I think Dyson Daniels put his name on the map this year. I think he stapled himself as one of the best defenders in the world, one of the best defensive playmakers in the world. I think he did very good playmaking off Trey this year. He was a pretty good shooter. I think at times he was a really good ball handler for the team when Trey wasn't on the court. I really do like Dyson Daniels, and I want to see an expanded role to where he's more so on the shot raising side, because if he is, I would kind of value him a lot higher than the guys that are like the buckets above him, because the defense, he just, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, he's by far the best defender on this list. So, and I value defense a lot. So if he just gets better as a shot creator, he would be a lot higher on this list. But I was very happy from what I've seen from Dyson Daniels. I really wish we could have seen it with the Pelicans and they didn't give up on him so fast, but it is what it is over there. That organization is trash, and like he said, it's a cursed organization. So I'm happy he got out of there, and I think he's a big reason to why this team is going to be scary for the future. Just having that, this is like the perfect player next to Trae Young. Like this guy's like Desmond Bane, who I feel like will be very good fit next to Trae Young, or Derek White. But like none of them are as good as defenders as Dyson Daniels, and probably not as good as playmakers and passers as Dyson Daniels. So I feel like he's the perfect fit in the league next to Trae Young. So that's why I have at number 10. Now this guy would be a lot higher because I'm very high on his offense. He would be a lot higher if his defense wasn't so trash, and that is Austin Reeves. Now Austin Reeves had that 2 months where he was like, motherfuckers talking about, oh, he's the best third option in the league. Oh, he's an all-star. Well, he might be better than a lot of starting all-star guards. So it's like, pipe down. But Austin Reeves is a very, very good 3-level scorer, very, very good shooter, very, very good off-ball player. He's damn near the complete offensive player. I do want to see him in a heightened role where he is like a number 2, or yeah, I want to see him as a number 2 like really bad. Like I really wish he was on that Rockets team last year. He would have been a number 1, but still, I do think he would have thrived in that team. I want to see him in a different situation where he is like, he's going to have the ball a lot more, because I do think he can play the shooting guard, but I think the best thing for him is being a point guard, because he showed this year he's a pretty good playmaker, and I think he's a very, very good 3-level scorer. I don't think his defense is terrible, but it's like, it's bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's bad. So I have him here at number 9, but I do think in another role, in another team where he's probably the lead guard, the point guard, he can be a lot higher. I'm actually a very big fan of Austin Reeves' game, so that's what I have right here at number 8 and number 9. At number 8, I have Mr. Playoffs himself, even though he was kind of faded away later on in the playoffs, Andrew Nembhard. Bro, I'm a huge fan of Andrew Nembhard. I'm not gonna lie. Like this playoffs, the buckets, the defense, and the reason why I say the defense, even though I always knew he was a very, very good defender, I never rated it. I feel like I explained it on this channel before, but like a lot of guys have the good defender tag, and I get it, I see it, but I don't like. Okay, like when we faced them, when it was announced that we were gonna face the Pacers, I made a tweet. I was like, oh, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, food for Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Now, you can look at it like, oh yeah, D. Mitch averaged 30, so he was food. No, he was not. He could not score Andrew Nembhard. So I seen that. Then I seen him on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then I seen him on Jalen Brunson. I was like, okay, I get it. Yeah, he's a very good defender. And a lot of times, teams play offense trying to get him off their best guy. So I got to give him that. I do think he's a very, very good secondary scorer next to Halliburton and a secondary playmaker. And I'm very, very excited for him and Benedict Mathurin this season to see what they do as the lead ball handlers on the team without Tyrese Halliburton. But yeah, I have Andrew Nembhard here right at number 5. Very, very good 3-level scorer, good defender, and I can't wait. He might be my early MIP pick, but that's it for number 8. At number 9, we have the newly Orlando Magic, Desmond Bane. That trade came out of nowhere. Surprised me. I love the trade. I really do. I don't think it's going to hurt them at all. I really do love the trade. Very, very good shooter. Very, very good scorer. I would like to see him, like, as far as ball handling and creating his own shot in general. I would like to see it get better, like, without relying on screens, because that's what you want in your shooting guard, like the Zach LaVines, the Cam Thomas, D-Books, all them. They can break you down. I don't think he can do that yet, so that's why he's not really that high on my list. But I do think he's still a pretty good scorer. I think the most underrated part about him is his playmaking and his passing. I remember him playing in the G League. I mean, not the G League, the Summer League his second year. And he was like, bro, he's too good to play here. But, like, he was playing a point guard. And it was for moments like these where he's going to need to be a playmaker on a team with the Orlando Magic who doesn't have really good playmaking at all. And I think he's very, very good for a shooting guard as a playmaker. I think his defense, like I said last with the Andrew Nembhard thing, I think it's good. But I don't rate it. So I'm interested to see how it is this year, but I do think with a way better defense, him being like the 4th, 5th best defender, that's crazy. That's like Shai's the 7th best defender on the OKC Thunder, but Shai's still pretty good on defense. Like, I'm excited to see how that looks because I feel like that would be pretty good for them. But yeah, I have Desmond Bane here at number 7. I'm very excited for the Orlando Magic this year. Hope they don't beat us, but I'm very excited. I think they're going to be very good. And I love them being hungry and going out there and getting a guy like Desmond Bane. At number 6, this is kind of hard. I was kind of in between him and Desmond Bane, but I love what I see from this guy in the playoffs. And Desmond Bane in the playoffs, since like his first year, hasn't been that good to me. So I had to put Derek White over Desmond Bane. I think Derek White this year was a very, very good shooter, very, very good off-ball player. And I'm not gonna lie, as I think about it more, I'm kind of regretting this because I do think Derek White's playmaking took a step down. I damn sure think his defense took a step down, but I still think he's the better defender than Desmond Bane. But I just value his playmaking. I value him in the playoffs. He's just a perfect player where he doesn't need the ball, but when he does get the ball, he can give you 20 just all off ball shots. Still a pretty good defender. So I had to put him over Desmond Bane. Doesn't really ask for too much. Yeah, I have Desmond Bane here at number 6, but I had Derek White here at number 6, but this is a very good argument if you was to have a Desmond Bane, Derek White argument, because those two players kind of on the same level. I want to rethink that, but that'll be at another time. So I got Derek White at number 6. At number 5, we have Mr. First-time All-Star himself, Tyler Hero. I think Tyler Hero was the best player for the Miami Heat this year. Now, does that say a lot? Not that much, because Bam was kind of on and off this year. But I do think his scoring was very good this year. Like, 3-level scoring was very good. I think his playmaking took a step back, but I think that came with him being like the number 1 option. So, like, all right, I got to get buckets, or we're not going to be able to do shit on offense. And that's what he did. He was a very, very good shooter this year. Very, very good scorer in general. I think his defense wasn't okay. It wasn't bad. It's probably in the middle. So whatever word that is in between okay and bad, that's what he was. Like, it didn't hurt. Like I said for Darius Garland in the last video, it didn't hurt. So, yeah, I think Tyler Hero is the 5th best shooting guard in the league. Like I said, huge drop off because we're talking about Tyler Hero as top 5. And Tyler Hero's my boy, man. I used to make Instagram posts about Tyler Hero. He's my boy, but like, shit, if this is 5, this position is pretty bad. At number 4, like, again, if this is 4, this position is pretty bad. Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is still one of the best scorers in the league, 3-level scorers and all that. But like, he's still the same player for like the last 3 years. Okay on defense, can't play make worth the league. He gets the ball, he's shooting it. One of the best shooters in the league. One of the best 3-level scorers in the league. Little less athletic than he was the year before. Like, he hasn't really changed in the last 4 years. That's why he's gonna keep being like the 4th best shooting guard. And this is what I'm saying. Like, if he's number 4, this position is trash. So I don't know, man. But yeah, Zach LaVine's very good. I don't know why I sound like I'm shitting on Zach LaVine. I'm not. I really wanted him to go to the Denver Nuggets. I really did not want him in fucking Sacramento, but that's how it happened. But other than that, that's what we have at number 4. Now, this is where it gets real juicy. This is where it really matters. It's between Anthony Edwards. Well, actually, I'm going to be real. It's between D-Book and Donovan Mitchell. Anthony Edwards to me is by far the number one. I feel like he kind of solidified that this year and last year in the playoffs. But between 2 and 3, Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker. After this year, I'm going to put Devin Booker at number 2, Donovan Mitchell number 3. I think Donovan Mitchell took a step back scoring on purpose this year, but also like wasn't as elite of a shooter as he normally was. Settled a lot more than he normally did once he ended up as a Cavalier. And I don't think his playmaking was as elite and as crazy as it was in 23-24. I think he took a step back in all those things. And I think Devin Booker, he took a step back definitely defensively. Like, and it's kind of crazy because coming off the USA run, he was like, okay, Devin Booker's about to go back to being a good defender and shit. No, he took a step back badly. Like, he was kind of bad this year on defense. But I just think his overall game is always going to be better than Donovan Mitchell. Like, as you see in the playoffs, Donovan Mitchell relies on tough threes and getting to the paint at will. And it helps. But you got to take 28 shots to get to that 35. For Devin Booker, I think he can get the 30s or the 35s in 16 shots because he's just that more of an efficient scorer. Scoring is a lot more easier to him because he has a mid-range game. He has the mid-post game. He has all that. And then he has a three-point game. But I do think Donovan Mitchell gets to the rim a lot better than he does. But I think the mid-range is more valuable. And him just being a bigger player is more valuable than Donovan Mitchell. That's just how I feel. Even though I'm a Cavaliers fan, it's just I gotta have Donovan Mitchell number 3, Devin Booker number 2. Number 1, we have Anthony Edwards. Probably my pick for next year's MVP. I think him becoming damn near the top 5 shooter in the world is crazy. To add with the athleticism, to add with the shooting in general, like the scoring in general, that's crazy. Add with the defense that he's probably the second best, he's the third best defender on this list. The shooting, like I said, is crazy. In the Lakers series and even in the Thunder series, he was asked to play make at a very good level. I think he did that. I had them losing pretty bad in that Lakers series because I was like, this is gonna make Anthony Edwards play make, and I didn't think he was there yet, and he was there. The same thing with the Thunder series. I was right, but I do think his playmaking was very good, even though those games were like he had like 17 points in terrible shooting percentage. But like I don't think they lost because he didn't score. I think his playmaking was pretty good that whole series. So if he's adding that like legit to his game, and then you know how he is next year, he's gonna be one of the best mid-range shooters next year because that's how he is. He just gets better and better and better, and it's at a rapid pace. So once he has that next year, he's gonna be a top 5 player in the league. Like we're not even gonna have a discussion with number 1 in the shooting guard list. So yeah, I have to have Anthony Edwards here. I think it's pretty easy. But that's it for the video, man. Make sure you like and subscribe, share with your friends, and make sure you tune in to that small forward video. Talk to y'all later.